Anthony and Michael's excellent adventure.
Tell me a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our latest episode of Anthony and Michael's Excellent Adventure. My name's Anthony Peralta, and I will be your wonderful host this week. Along with me, I have my good pal Michael Ebeck here. Michael, tell us a little bit about yourself.
You can just call me Mikey the Bad Boy.
Mikey the Bad Boy. Good to hear. Well, if you are unfamiliar with our show, let me just break it down for you.
Break it down.
We have two hosts for this show, and every week we rotate who creates a new original character of some sort, and we create an improvisational show surrounding that character. Michael has no idea who he's going to be or what he's going to be landed in, but I can tell you, we are in for a special treat this week.
Are we?
Absolutely. So, without further ado, I have your character and your story arc. Are you ready to get started, Michael?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, in that case, are you sure you're ready?
Definitely.
Good to hear. All right. So, Michael, you are no longer Michael.
Damn.
Your name is Melissa.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Melissa. For those of you who are new to our show, Melissa was our very first side character we've thrown into this show. Oh! And we're bringing her back because she deserves her own story arc. Am I right, Michael?
Absolutely. I gotta put on my Melissa voice here, but
right.
we'll I divorced your bitch ass.
Yes.
I think I got it. All right.
That's a good one-liner. Well, now we're going to expand on Melissa a little bit. So, Michael, your name is Melissa, and today is your wedding day.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, Melissa's second wedding is today.
Second wedding.
Yes.
All right.
So you are so excited because you have finally found the person of your dreams. Your previous marriage was with a very unstable person, and you are just ready for a bit more normalcy in your life. Your soon-to-be wedded spouse is getting ready in his room with the boys, and you are here with your wonderful maid of honor. What is your maid of honor's name?
Jalissa.
Jalissa is the maid of honor. Perfect. That'll come back later, I hope.
Melissa and Jalissa.
All right. Well, are you ready, Melissa?
I was Bjorn ready.
Perfect.
Tell me a story.
Here we go.
Oh, hi, Melissa. I'm so happy for you. We had such a wonderful time at your bachelorette party.
It was the best, and thank you so much again, Jalissa, for everything that you're doing. I just it's kind of overwhelming today. There's a lot going on, but you being here and like kind of taking care of like the bachelorette party and really helping me everywhere I need you to today is thank you so much.
Of course, it's my pleasure. I do have to say that the restaurant was a little bit more expensive than I intended, so if you had Venmo or something, that'd be really nice.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. After the wedding maybe, or maybe tomorrow or something like that, I can get that to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can do that. That's no problem at all. Anyways, I'm so excited to celebrate your special day with you today. Oh my goodness. So, what are you going to do for the honeymoon?
For our honeymoon, well, some of it's a surprise. Baki hasn't told me everything, but he said that he is taking me to Jamaica, which I'm stoked for. We're going to be in Jamaica for about a week, and then we're going up to Orlando because I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and we get to go to Harry Potter World, and I'm really stoked because I've never been there before.
Oh my god, I love Harry Potter World. It's the best time ever. Wingardium Leviosa, am I right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for that, and it's just gonna be so nice to kind of get away from everything. Just with everything going on, and wedding planning is so stressful, and it's just gonna be really nice to get away, to kind of just have some alone time with me and Baki, especially kind of after the disaster of the last marriage. I hope that this time around
We
goes a
don't
little
have to
better.
go into that. I mean, his bitch ass deserved to have been thrown off into the curb, am I right?
A million times. Hey, do you want to go down and get a drink with me though, quick? Just kind of calm my nerves. I know I'm kind of like talking at a million miles a minute here.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We'll get you cutting down to probably around 50,000 miles a minute, am I right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my goodness. Melissa and Jalissa, we're such a power couple. Honestly, why aren't we getting married?
Yeah, I know, right? Like it would just, we're besties, and God, yeah, what a perfect world, right?
Oh my goodness, you're crazy. You're crazy, Melissa. All right, yeah. Let's go to the bartender.
Yeah, yeah. So we head down to the bar.
2, 1, go.
Hey, bartender. Can I just get a bottle of let's see, do you have any Moscato? My maid of honor and I are gonna be sharing the bottle tonight, or before the ceremony.
Oh yeah, we got all sorts of wine. You want a Moscato, you said?
Yes,
Sounds
please.
good. White, or did you want to try our Riscato? It's a red Moscato, and it's very sweet, very fine taste. Do you want to give that one a try?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, sounds good. So I open up the bottle as the bartender, and whoa! I spill it! But fortunately, it didn't touch the bride's dress at all, so we're good.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's just, I saved your dress. I would really appreciate a tip, for not spilling on you.
Sure, of course. Well, we can tip you at the end of the night, I suppose. Like, I'm the bride, and Baki has the cash on him, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll wait until then, and we'll I'll remember, and then we'll tip you at the end of the night.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll just make sure to hound your husband at the end here.
Yeah.
Gosh, he's got all the money. That's why you're marrying him. Yeah.
I'm
I'm just teasing. It's your special day. It's your special day.
Yeah.
All right. You have fun with the maid of honor, okay?
Thank you. All
right,
right. Jalissa, I've got the wine.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you got the wine. I just got these nice wine glasses. They say Baki and Melissa on them. They're so cute.
Oh, yeah. Those those are actually the wine glasses that we're going to have during the reception. Those are like for me and Baki.
Oh, is that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought they were party favors. Oh man. Well, just make sure to give one of them to me at the end of the night here, okay? I want some memorabilia for this special night.
We'll find something for you, Jalissa.
Oh, perfect.
We'll make sure.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Again, I mean, you've done so much. We'll make sure you're well taken care of there.
Oh my goodness. So, what time is the wedding supposed to start again?
It's gonna be at 4:00.
4:00? Okay, well, it is 3:30. So, where is everybody? Are you sure you're at the right venue?
I should be. I thought everybody was outside, but I go on over and look at the window, and there's nobody there. Oh, okay. Let's go and find my purse. I'll call Baki. I don't know what's going on here. So then we go over and I dial it up. It rings. And it rings. And it rings. And then he picks up.
Oh, hi, Melissa. It's really nice to get a phone call from you. What's up, babe?
Hey, sweetheart. Am I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't see any guests showing up. I'm very confused right now.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you, because there's a ton of people here. There's a lot of dancers, too. It's pretty crazy.
There's a ton of people. Okay, where are you then? Because I'm at the wrong place. I'm at the Cushion Fit. Where are you?
I'm at the chocolate lava lamp.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're the chocolate lava lamp?
Yeah, it's... we never really left, so we're still here.
From your bachelor party?
Yeah, it's been 11-3 hours.
11? That's insane. Not a time measurement, but that's... How... You need to get... Where's the venue? Where's the people? Where am I supposed to be? You're not supposed to be there. We need to get married. What is happening?
Oh, that's today. Oh man. So it's over at the hotel that we talked about with the name I can't mention, but I can tell you that we're gonna get married in... Oh my God.
What's
We
oh my
have 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah, you have 30 minutes to fucking get there, and so do I.
Yeah, go to the hotel, and I'll see you there. I might be late, just so you know. But they have to understand, because it's my wedding.
It's our wedding.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm at the wrong location, too, but I'm not at a strip club. Okay. All right, We'll go there. It's fine. It's, weddings never, there's always something, but...
All right, sounds good, babe. Okay. I'll see you there when I get there, okay? Okay, bye.
Please hurry. Bye. I love you. All right, Jalissa, we're at the wrong place. We have to go to the hotel that can't be named, so we need to go there right now.
Oh my gosh! I heard the whole thing! He's at the strip club?
Yeah.
What's the matter with him?
I know. I'm not happy about it either. We need to go.
This is exactly what John did to you last time!
I know this is what John did to me, but this is not John. This is one little screw up. We can put it behind us. It's fine. We just need to get married. We have 30 minutes, so we need to go. Let's get our stuff. We need to get out of here.
All right. So, myself as Jalissa, we pack up everything into the car. We pack up the chairs and the dress and the bottle of Moscato that fell on the floor, but we still had a little left, and we really need something to take the edge off right now. And we hop into the car and we head over to the hotel just to find that everybody's been waiting there for Melissa and Baki.
Hi, hey, okay, I gotta find my parents, and just kind of get this all sorted out. Where's the other bridesmaids, too? All right, Jalissa, if you go find the bridesmaids, I'll go find my parents, and we'll just try and get this figured out, okay?
All right, sounds good, Melissa. You leave everything to me. I'll get this figured out.
Thank you so much, Jalissa. Thank you so much. I go and search everywhere, and I see my parents trying to talk to a gruntled crowd. Hey, mom, dad, sorry, I know I'm super late. Hey, is Baki here yet?
Baki isn't here yet. I haven't seen him since the bachelor party I left a couple hours ago.
Was he still there at the strip club? A chocolate lava lamp?
That's a good question. I left because he was getting a bit agitated, and I just didn't want to see my new son-in-law, acting the way a married man acts. Because that's not something that a father should really see.
Right. Dad, okay, could you call him, or could you figure out what is going on? I'll call him. It's fine. I'll just give him a call again. So I dial the phone again, and it rings. And then he picks up.
Hi, Melissa. I
I'm pulling into the hotel right now.
You sound intoxicated. What is going on?
I'm drunk with love and Fireball.
You're drunk with Fireball. We're getting married. Things are already behind schedule.
I'm walking up right. I can see you right there.
Okay.
All right, just hold on.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Jesus. I run over to you. Baki, what the hell? Are you throwing up? Well, Jesus.
Oh, I'm just lovesick for you, babe.
I'm trying really hard to make today go okay. I know that some people run into issues, and I understand that. And okay, let's just go clean you up, I guess. And
Perfect. We have 5 minutes to hit the altar, so we better get there right now. It's okay. I look great. I look like at least $10.
Yeah, you don't look great. Fuck. Yeah, okay, we'll just do at the altar. It'll be funny, like we'll talk about it later and people will be like, oh, remember how much of a fucking disaster your wedding was. So we'll just talk it to, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's just go. You find your mom and let's just get the ceremony started and get it over with, and then we'll get you cleaned up.
Alrighty, everybody. So, are you ready for Baki and Melissa's wedding? I can't hear you. Oh, that's the problem. I forgot to turn on my hearing aid. There we go. Oh, you guys are way too loud. Okay, we are at the wedding ceremony, not the reception. Don't need to get that crazy, okay? There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. So, to cut things kind of quick, because I know we have some circumstances where we got to get Baki out of here a little bit faster than normal, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. Are you two ready, you lovesick birds?
Yep. Ready to go. Yeah, I'm very ready.
Well, alright. Baki, do you take Melissa to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do. And Melissa, I know today's been pretty wild, but do you have the nerve and the gall to take Baki as your lawfully wedded husband? All of a sudden, the door busts open, and we see smoke and lights coming out from the door. There is an audible gasp from the audience as a disheveled man walks down the aisle.
Oh no, it can't be.
Oh, my Melissa! I can't let you marry that man! I need you to come back to me, please! We see it is Melissa's ex-husband, John, walking down the altar. Oh, Melissa, please! I really need you to come back to me. I've been a mess since you left me. We can't leave things the way they were. Will John win Melissa back? Will Melissa have the wedding of her dreams? Come back after this short break. Hey guys, it's Anthony here. I would just like to say we have a short break here so you can stand up, stretch your legs, and grab yourself a nice glass of water or a small snackerino. Michael and I, from the bottom of our hearts, would like to say thank you so much for supporting us so far. We have just reached 100 likes on our Facebook page, and we are growing more and more by the day, and we could not do it without wonderful support from all of you listening. If you're enjoying this episode so far, please feel free to reach out to us at michaelandanthonyadventures@gmail.com. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions or any suggestions for future episodes. Once again, thank you very much from both of us, and enjoy the rest of the episode. Last we left, John made a surprise guest appearance at Melissa's wedding. The crowd went silent, and Melissa doesn't know what to do. Now, what will happen next? Let's find out.
John, what are you doing here? This is my wedding. What are you doing?
Oh, Melissa, you shouldn't even listen to John. He is a mess of a man. Don't you remember what he did?
I know he was awful. I'm really confused. This is so overwhelming. John, why did you have to do this?
Oh, Melissa, I just, as a toxic male personality, I find it very comforting to ruin other people's special moments because it makes me feel better and like I have some sort of control in my life. But I really do miss you, Melissa.
Yeah, control, right? That's where the issues were. You're such a controlling person, John, and now you're interrupting my wedding day? Are you kidding me?
But Melissa, if you just listen to the song I wrote you, then maybe things will start making some sense. Melissa, I miss you. And, well, that's all I have so far.
That was abysmal, John. That was terrible.
Oh, John, that was really good. Oh,
Bucky, what the hell are you talking about?
John, can you teach me how to play that
No.
for our honeymoon?
No! John will have nothing to do with our honeymoon. John is gonna have nothing to do with our lives. What are you talking about, Bucky?
Oh, Melissa, let's just go quick. Let's just get out of here.
I don't want to go anywhere with you, John. And Baki, you're a drunk mess. I don't. You two are so much for me right now, and I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
All of a sudden, Jalissa steps in and escorts Melissa out of there quick. Oh, Melissa, it's unbearable what these men have been doing to your special day.
I know. It was supposed to be, like, I understand that hiccups happen and stuff, but this is insane, right? Like, this is not normal, right? Like, this is...
I'm telling you, Melissa, men are disasters, and they don't know how to take care of themselves, let alone a whole family. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, like, my ex is a controlling, weepy, pathetic person, and my... I don't even know, my groom, my soon-to-be, my maybe soon-to-be husband. He's sweet and stable, but he's dumb as shit. And I just don't know if I can do this anymore. I mean, I mean, John
Melissa,
and I got...
You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You have dealt with too much garbage to let these two men take over your special day.
I know.
Am I right, ladies?
Of course, yeah. Yes. Yeah, and Angelus, I know you're right. You're right. It's just... John was this... I don't know, like, we were happy once, but the controlling is just...
That's the key word.
I know.
Once.
Like, those first few days were so good, though.
Yeah. Before you got married, you cannot let men paint you this beautiful picture for 2 days and then throw it out.
I know. I mean, and John and I did get divorced just 4 days ago, so it's still kind of fresh, I guess. But I think Baki and I just have something special, but he's just so dumb, and I didn't realize that. Like, sometimes I just wish, like, I could marry you, Jalissa. You've always been there for me.
Sometimes I wish we could marry each other too, Melissa. All of a sudden we hear a fight going on in the altar.
Whoa, what's going on? Jeez, what the hell is happening out there?
Oh, I'm gonna sock you so quickly, Baki.
Come at me.
And suddenly, in a single punch, John is knocked out unconscious. The fight is over. Baki was clearly the winner.
Baki, what the hell is happening out here?
Oh, my Melissa. I don't know what to tell you, but clearly, Baki just rock and socked John in the face.
Jesus Christ. Baki, I didn't know you had this violent streak in you. What happened to you? Oh my God! What the hell? On my dress! On my dress, you throw up! You piece of shit!
All of a sudden, Baki hits the floor unconscious.
So, my ex-husband and who was the man who was supposed to be my future husband are now unconscious on my wedding day. I have puke on my dress. Jalissa, just get me out of here. I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to do anymore.
Well, you could sign this new marriage certificate. All of a sudden, Jalissa pulls out a marriage certificate that says Melissa and Jalissa on there. I just need your signature, Melissa, and we can all make it happen.
Oh my God.
Melissa, will you do me the honor of becoming Mrs. Melissa Jalissa?
Her name's Jalissa. You know what? I would be honored to be Melissa Jalissa.
Well, yeehaw! Alrighty! In that case, are you ready to go to Jamaica, Melissa?
Yes, get me out of here.
Alright. And all of a sudden, Melissa and Jalissa get into a vehicle that says, just married, with cans stringed to the bottom of it, and they ride off into the sunset towards the airport and live happily ever after. Or so we think. We'll find out in future episodes, maybe.
Ooh.
And scene.
Wow.
Yeah, so
What a cliffhanger.
I
It's
know.
like the end and then a question mark fades in. Yeah.
And it's not like a sinister question mark. It's just we don't know what happens to them.
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, we'll find out what happens to them. Maybe we'll take a dive into their lives into the future. But I'm really happy with how things kind of left off for Melissa, because at the beginning we really don't know much about her, and we kind of dive into her terrible history with men.
Yeah. She the guys really impress her at first, and she kind of goes in with a level head and just a really stable mindset, you know, because I mean after 3 days, you know, how much more do you really need to know a person? But you know, these guys just ended up turning out terrible, so it's really good. I think she found a good friend in Jalissa who, you know, and I hope they brought the Riscado on the trip.
Oh yes, I forgot about the Riscado.
Yeah.
So this is loosely based off of a true story, Michael.
Really?
No.
Oh.
But,
I'm
but if
sure
it was,
something like this has happened. Well, I mean, loosely based, like weddings happen.
I guess,
So like
yeah.
that's kind of based off a true story.
I guess weddings do happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michael and I, we both work in the wedding industry. We're both masters of ceremonies and DJs.
Hell yeah.
So we've seen a fair number of drunken people at weddings, but never like this, at least in my experience. How about yourself, Michael? Have you seen anything like this before?
Not from the Bride and Groom.
So yeah, I never understood why people feel the need to get destroyed on their wedding day, because it's their special moment, and I feel like you should be more present for your wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've talked to people, like I worked with this one guy once too, and after he got married, we asked him like, hey, how was the wedding? And he was like, well, I don't remember it, so it must have been good. And it was like, what a like big thing to spend like a lot of money on and a lot of time planning to not remember, you know. Like what a waste. You know, like there's having fun and then there's like not remembering it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. The only time I've ever experienced that was like my 21st birthday. Like there's a difference between getting, plastered and having a good time.
Yeah.
And if you get to the point where like you're gonna black out at your wedding, I feel like you should call it quits. But I don't know, to each their own. If you're out there and you feel the need to get destroyed on your wedding, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you should spend less money at your wedding.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, some people have issues, like they have, like addictive personality disorder and all that kind of stuff, where it's like they can't stop after one or two. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a weird stigma almost that people feel like, oh, it's your wedding, we need to get fucked up, and it's like you don't need to, like that can make it weird for certain people. Like you can have fun and that's great, but like getting blackout or whatever on your wedding. But the most drunk I have ever seen somebody at a wedding in my professional experience, it was not a bride and groom. I have seen a pretty, my fair share of very tipsy brides and grooms, but the most drunk I ever saw somebody, it was at a wedding in Moorhead, just kind of connected to Fargo, where we're from. And yeah, so it was a wedding I had out in Moorhead, and one of the guys, he wasn't a groomsman. I don't think he was a groomsman. Anyways, so he was very drunk. And he came behind my booth and like requested this song. It wasn't a very good song. I wasn't really planning on playing it. And super drunk people's requests, like we don't always really take into consideration. Most of the time they're like super inappropriate or like something that's just would be awful for a wedding and everything like that. But so I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Like I was like, yeah, I'll, if I have it, but I wasn't planning on it. And then he like came back later and he was like pissed about me not playing it yet. It was like 2 songs later. So I was even if I was like planning on playing this, like be patient, dude. Like there's other requests. And he's like, play it right now, play it next. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. There's people in front of you, man. But yeah, so he took my chair and had to sit down for a while. Took my drink. So I took it out of his hand and I'm like, that's my drink there, bud. Like, and he's like, that's my drink. And I was like, nope, that's not. And then he eventually got up after like kind of, I don't know, being bitchly some more. And then he got up and like stumbled away, like holding onto the walls, falling into the walls and stuff. And I was like, somebody's got to take care of this guy. Like I can't, obviously in my position, like I have to be attentive to everything that I'm doing. But like I talked to somebody about it and they were like, yeah, he's whatever. And I didn't really see him after that. But I did see somebody destroyed a urinal in the bathroom with excess amounts of vomit. And I know in my heart it was him. Like 100,000% it was that guy. And it was such a disgusting mess. And I was like, Jesus. I've never had it that bad since. Man. But yeah, that was bad.
Gosh, I don't know. From my experience at weddings, and I only recently started DJing, but I've been to my fair share of weddings. It's never the bride or the groom or anyone in their immediate court that's the drunk asshole. It's always like someone's uncle or someone's friend that they brought along because their friend group was there. Yeah, like they're all like, "Oh man, well Jimmy's in the bridal court, so I guess I have to invite, Gary."
Yeah, fucking Gary.
Fucking Gary. But it's funny because the most recent wedding I was at, they were it was a quieter crowd, so they weren't jamming out too much until later in the evening when everyone had a couple more drinks. But there's one guy who had much more than everybody else, and he started following me around because he saw me with a camera recording people, dancing and having a good time for promotional things. And my boss, or I guess our boss, was asking me to record some stuff of the guy I was shadowing to get some good promotional material. And this saw me trying to get camera shots, and he just purposely stumble into the frame,
Right.
I was super pissed off because usually it's like, okay, whatever, like I got some decent stuff, and then he shows up, and all of a sudden the dance floor has been empty for a little bit, and we play a slow song, and everybody grabs their girlfriend or their husband, and they're all on the dance floor. They're having a good time. They're just slowly swaying, and I see the disco ball in the distance. I see the guy I was shadowing, the DJ, doing cool stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a perfect shot. People are having a good time. They're just slowly dancing. This would be awesome material. And all of a sudden, drunk uncle pops in,
Oh my god,
stumbles into frame, sees me recording, looks the camera dead on, and then grabs his girlfriend's ass, and vigorously shaking it.
Wow.
And I just go, well, that shot's ruined.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was fucking pissed because
That's
it was the perfect
insane.
moment, and then asshole just stumbles in and just grabs his girlfriend.
God, of course that would happen. I not DJing related, but kind of what your story reminded me of. So in theater, Anthony and I met in theater in high school. Factually, he was a freshman and I was a senior. I also was his grandma's supervisor at one of my jobs I had, which I just found out I think it was like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
But in theater, we did the show Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and then we in the winter we did Sweet Charity, and I think I did this for both shows. So we would do our scenes, and then they would freeze us, and then it was one night we'd all be in costume, one of our dress rehearsals, or maybe it was after a show or something. But and then they would have us freeze, and then the photographer would take a picture, and for every single picture they would be like, all right, 3, 2, 1, and on one I would dead eye the camera and just straight face it in every single picture.
That's why
Sorry, Pankow, but yeah,
the director fucking hated you.
every single one of them. I took theater very seriously in high school.
That's so funny. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
I was really proud of that. I thought it was really funny. There were a lot of people who would not have appreciated me ruining every photo, but whatever. So that just reminded me of that. Also, speaking of very inappropriate public gropings, working at the movie theater, you see some bizarre stuff.
Oh yeah, like what?
So I think Ashley and I, my wife Ashley and I, were both working that night behind concessions, and in line, the third. I remember this very vividly. This has been like burned into my brain forever. They were third in line. It was this couple, and the guy was behind her. They started making out, and he put his hand down the front of her pants.
What?
While in line for concessions at the movie theater.
Why?
In
At least wait until you get into the
view.
theater.
Yeah, right? I'm like, hey man, once the lights are down, like, whatever, but like...
Did you talk to him?
No, what am I gonna say? Like, hey man, maybe don't put your hand down her pants. Like, well, and we all were like it was one of those situations too, like by the time they walked away, all of us looked at each other and we were like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
It was so bizarre. Yeah, they weren't like coming in all hot and heavy or anything like that either. Like, they came in, whatever, got their tickets, and then just like started going at it in concessions. And then by the time they came up, they stopped. And it was so awkward to help them that we were just like, nobody said anything because we were like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't know what we were supposed to do. We don't get paid enough to deal with that. Yeah, but it was strange. That's the weirdest thing I've seen at the theater, I think. Been there for a long time, and that was...
They still don't serve alcohol at the theater. We just have to bring our own.
Yeah, I won't give you any insider tips, and because I don't know. I want to keep my job.
Keep your job.
Yeah, it's weird. COVID. I'm not working right now, and I'm not. Once the DJ thing picks up again, I'm not really planning on maintaining it. But I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air. Maybe I'll give some insider tips once Big Daddy Greg Marcus isn't my boss anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'll give all the tips.
I don't work at the movie theater. I just have experience, so I can give you some insider tips.
I'll say this. I'm not endorsing anything by saying this. Neither am I condemning anything by saying this. I will say, just throw your trash away.
Yes, throw your trash away.
And that's all I'm gonna say. Like, as if you throw your trash away, we like you.
Yeah.
That's all. It doesn't matter what that trash might be, but just throw away the trash.
My family throws away our trash every time, but
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, without further ado, I would like to thank you so much for this wonderful experience, Michael.
Of course. Thank you. What a good story this was.
Thank you very much. Next week, we are going to have our very first guest speaker here.
Yes.
Not so much guest speaker, just our guest.
Some of the current listeners of the show may be familiar with this man. Should we keep it a secret, or should we let him know who it's going to be? Okay. It is the one, the only, my Grizzly Diamond, Nathan is going to be the first guest on this show.
Absolutely. So, thank you very much, Michael. I'm excited to have Nathan here on the show next week.
Stoked.
And we're going to figure out what we're going to do for that, I guess, because we have not designed this show for a third person. So.
No, not yet. We'll figure it out. I mean, this is literally the entire podcast is kind of like, we'll figure it out as we go along. So it should be fun. That's just it. I mean, like, neither of us, I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at improv.
I wouldn't say I'm good at improv either.
But
my
it's
mother
just
wouldn't
fun.
say I'm good at improv either.
Yeah. But it's just fun to watch, or listen to two goofballs stumble through something for however long. And I think that's
Isn't that podcasting
that's the pod
in general?
in essence.
Yeah.
So
that's just every podcast ever.
So it'll be fun. Even if it's a total disaster, I think it'll be hilarious. So whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you very much, folks. And
see you next week.